make a transition and become like a content creator, like day in and day out, and post every day or at least several times a week, and just stuff like that.
Dang, you're brave, bro, making the transition, dude.
Really, thanks. Damn, bro, I feel like with these, like, look at my eyes right here.
It's all right, dude.
If people are gonna see my screen, bro, they're gonna be not
There we
safe for
go.
work channel, or it's not safe for
Not
work.
safe for work. They're
Yeah.
gonna they're gonna take all these screen recordings, bro, and feed you into an AI chat bot. Put it in, make deep fakes about Isaiah.
Yeah,
Put you
that'd be
on
funny.
Scarlett Johansson's face, your face. Put your face on her body.
All right.
You were telling me about your day goals. How about you tell me a little something about what you got
Okay.
going on? What are your not even your New Year's resolutions, but what are your goals?
My name is Isaiah. My TikTok name is Chowder377. And yeah, and so one of my goals is I want to start make a transition and become like a content creator, like day in and day out, and post every day or at least several times a week, and just stuff like that.
Dang, you're brave, bro, making the transition, dude.
Really, thanks. Um, how about you, brother?
All
What are some
right.
of your daily?
My name's Everardo Olive. I'm your cousin. You're my cousin too. My my handle on TikTok is Bard of Art, also known as Bard of Art, letting it rip. Um, I'm an engineer by training. I could actually say that now. I'm an engineer. I'm proud of that. Uh,
Congratulations.
yeah, thanks. And I wanna flesh out my brand and share my knowledge, my thinking with like-minded individuals and people who want to learn and grow. And that's something I'm really excited about. I love teaching. I love mentoring. I get excited about science, engineering. I get excited about whatever other people get excited about. And so I let's get a discussion going, bro. Let's share the good news with each other, And I'm always down to talk about anything.
All right, awesome, awesome. Um, well, I have a question for you.
Mhm.
Um, what books or podcasts or resources have been instrumental to your personal growth along your journey?
That's really good. There's actually a lot of different ones that come to mind. But the one that's been most relevant to my life very recently has actually been, it might be super cheesy, but it's the Bible. Particularly, I've
Right
been
on.
listening to a podcast with it, and it's Father Mike Schmidt's Bible in a Year. And so it's a lot of times it's the commentary he gives. But what actually sparked this journey was it was a small YouTube short I listened to by Steve Harvey. And he said, you want to get rich, you want to do all these things. He's like, none of that's gonna happen unless you're doing right up here. So he said, so he recommended two books. Um, One was called Thinking Big. Dang, I don't know. I wasn't prepared for this, man. I need to bust out my Audible playlist, and it was another one. I'll get back to you on it. But it was basically like you really have to think big. He's like, you could think small, you could think big, and you end up putting a lot of effort in whatever direction you do. And if you end up accomplishing whatever you set out for, you'll end up doing it. And one of them, just because it resonated with me a little bit more, one was a little more secular, but the other one was more intertwined with the Bible. And so that's kind of got me. Oh, I was already kind of listening to the Bible during that time, and so just kind of going through there and getting my mind right. That's been very important for me in my personal growth, and I think more in terms of just the growth, because there's always been growth paths along in my life, is being able to sustain it. And so I think that's getting right with your soul, because you could go on a tear and big sprint, but life's a marathon and it just keeps going until we kaput. And so we got to make sure we can have a good pace. And so yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. I love that. I love that
Yeah,
marathon
yeah.
mindset.
How about for you, dude? What books you been reading? I know you've been reading a couple good ones.
Well, the first one I can think of at the top of my head is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale
That's good,
Carnegie.
man.
Damn, that book is just awesome, dude. And I recommend anybody out there who reads or who want to get better in life or who just wants to be a winner to just to read that book and really study it and learn it. And it's an easy read too, so that's what's good about it.
So I know you're a great student in the sense that you like to learn things and then implement it right away. Share one little tidbit you got with your the knowledge you pulled from there and you try to work in your life right away.
Okay, so one of the principles is to show appreciation and making sure that it's honest and sincere. And so in the book, they kind of differentiate the difference between appreciation and flattery. So flattery is like more like superficial and people can like pick it up, as well as the difference between it is that like appreciation is more honest, sincere, it comes from the heart. And so um I've been doing that to like my coworkers and my friends and my family and even like random customers that I deal with at my job. And it brightens the day. I've even noticed that some customers they'll even tip more consistently if I'm like showing appreciation to them, like saying, "How's your day?" making them feel comfortable, stuff like that. I noticed my interactions with like my friends and even my coworkers is just like awesome and full of like laughter, joy, and and it's like a different mindset switch because it's not like I'm like buttering them up, but it's more or less of like I'm listening and then I'm trying to see things from their perspective. And so, and being able to show appreciation for them and who they are is like it's really awesome environment when you start building a community like that.
Yeah, that's good that you're just letting them into your life with just a tip, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's really great to hear, bro. Yeah, thanks for sharing that.
Uh, I got you. I
So
got you.
if you hear me ever like I'm toning it down, it's just because Noelle, she's probably crying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or else I'd be like,
um, Another question I have for you is how do
Mhm.
you set and achieve your goals effectively while maintaining a healthy work-life balance?
So that this is actually something I was reflecting on a lot more today, particularly, but just recently. So as you know, I was talking to you about previous goals I had set as I have like an extensive journal electronically. I'm gonna make a video on it, just kind of sharing it. And you can kind of see that like I've had inklings of okay, this is what I wanted to do. And when I end up looking back, I'm like, wow, I actually was close to accomplishing some of the goals or I accomplished some of them. But the problem is I didn't return back to them, at least when it comes to like a yearly goal. And I think that was a big problem. I just need to make sure my goals are robust in the sense that um, no matter what kind of path I take, I'm gonna keep them in the forefront and I'll be able to accomplish them moving forward. And I think that means breaking it down, having milestones along the way that I could see it. Um, and the reason why I said it more recently is literally during my training today. So as I mentioned, I work as an engineer, and in my onboard training, I did a little mini course, and this was on the three whys. It's called no, it's a three-legged five whys process, and so the three legs are um, it's when you're trying to figure out a problem, like why something went wrong. So there's a specific root cause of the problem. So this is a specific branch. Then there's the detection branch. So that way it's like, well, you know, you missed. So there's a specific problem, right? You're looking at. Another one's a detection. It's like, how do you let it become a problem? Is there ways that you can detect it moving forward? And then the third branch is a systemic problem. There's something wrong in your system and your beliefs that allowed to you get to that point. And basically, you keep asking why to get to the root cause of any of these problems. And so I kind of was just already analyzing in my head. I'm like, okay, I haven't accomplished some of these goals. And I believe a lot of them were realistic, honestly. Um, so why didn't I accomplish my yearly goal? And then the principle I applied was like, okay, well, I didn't keep it, you know, I didn't maintain it. I wasn't able to keep going at it. Okay, why didn't I keep it up? Um, I didn't look back at it. Well, why didn't I look back at it? I had it hidden in a document that I didn't look back at it. Well, why? Um, I didn't create a plan for returning for it. Why? I didn't create because I wasn't robust in my system. And somewhere along the lines, even right there, that could be the systemic root. It's like I just didn't have a system, right?
Mhm.
And a detection for it, it's like, okay, say for the detection branch is like, where could have I seen a wrong problem along the way? And then you could create something like that. But the systemic one, you basically built off that root cause. I didn't have a systemic thing. It's like, well, what's the systemic problem? You just keep asking why from there. And one thing could be, I'm not organized, right? That could just come from it. It's like, well, how can we become organized? So then you see that there's a set of standards that are missing, and now the way they formed it, because this was for like a business, it was like you need a business statement, so that way systemically you don't have these problems. And so systemically, I need to make sure I don't have these problems. And one way I kind of came up with, I haven't really applied it along with this because I only recently come up with it, was to make these small milestones. So that way I keep reflecting back on it. And I'll probably have checks and balances where I have people like you and a check back in with me. So that was just an example of like something to help me keep along track with my most recent goals. I've had a lot of other goals that I accomplished in the past, and it was easier to follow because I'm in school and they have a track set for me to follow, you know. That's something maybe a little easier. It's just like if you have a coach leading you, they do all that stuff for you. But when you're on your own, who's going to monitor you? You kind of have to set something up yourself.
Yeah, and that's very important because a lot of times, most of us are on our own and we gotta learn how to, be able to track it. And another important thing you said is like even break down the little things, like the nuances of whatever your goal may be and you know, how to move forward and accomplish them.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you shared that. That's really cool because
Yeah.
I've taken some of your tips before, like when we discussed about our goals
Hmm.
previously, and I kind of broke down my goals from like a monthly to like a weekly and to like a
That's
day.
cool.
And some goals required like quarterly, so like every 4 months, So then I broke
That's
that
really
down
good.
further. And then some goals like for
Wait,
financial like goals. What's up?
quarterlies every 3 months. I just want to
Huh?
fuck that up. You...
Yeah. 4 times a year, every 3 months. No, you're exactly
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
No, dude, when I
Okay.
was doing the metrics, like when I was like writing down like how many times a quarter, and then I try to translate that to a month, and I divided the quarter by four to kind of get it to. It was just a dumb
You
thing, and
mean
then I was like,
like 365, and then you're like 90 days and you're like, what does that translate to?
yeah. And so, yeah. Um, but I don't know. I broke them down, and it's been really helpful because now I could see the
That's good.
picture. I could see the big picture, and then I could
Hmm.
see the smaller picture for tomorrow or even for the
Yeah,
week.
that's
So
good.
it's
Yeah,
really
and so
it's
and
really
I
good.
want to probe you because when I was talking to you, I just had time to put it together, the yearly, monthly, weekly, and then I'm like, okay, I have tasks for me to do daily. But you said daily goals. Like, how does that look like for you?
So, for instance, like um just you know, I would say like I create a to-do list and then I try to knock those things out. So like for like financial uh goals, like for saving and stuff, I keep track of how much money I have every single day. So whether if that's like if I have like $100 in my wallet, I keep track of that. I keep track of like how much is in my bank. I keep track of like how much I have saved up, and I just keep those stats and I try to write them every day. Even if I for the next week I don't spend a dime, it's like that's what it looks like. Or if like I end up spending a lot tomorrow because of whatever reason, then I keep track of that. And I try to be honest. And that's one daily goal that's actually helped out because I can see I can just see, how days go throughout the when I go back on it. I'm like, dang, I spent $300 in one day. You know what I mean? Or something crazy. I'm just like,
All
what
on
the heck?
food or what? That's
Dude, I'll be going to like some pretty good restaurants, and I'll be treating out my friend, and it's like
yeah, no,
eighty
that's
dollars or
pretty
something.
it's pretty noble, bro. I would just buy a bunch of hot dog weenies and treat them at home, you know?
That's probably the smarter route. Yeah. Home. What is it called? Yeah, no, just some hot dogs or something, bacon wrapped or something. That sounds good.
Yeah. Yo, Primo, I might be gassed out right now too.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, well,
Honestly, I feel like I could really keep going, but I'm like, dude, if I don't head to bed soon, I'm gonna knock out.
oh, that's okay. All right, we can have a stopping point here.
Uh,
Thank you for being on.
no, yeah, thanks for having me on, Primo. I'm really excited for this. This is really the start of something beautiful. I hope we could keep this up somehow. I'm not sure how it's gonna look. We can do this once a week, multiple times a week. Eventually, maybe every day. I don't know, but that'll probably be when that's like our main thing. 3 years
Yeah,
down the line, I don't know.
sounds like fun. I'm looking forward to just if we can even do another video real soon, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, no, I'd be down. It's just I'm waking up at like, uh, well, I have to be at the gym by like 5 in the morning, get that workout, and then I
Okay,
gotta cut. I gotta cut my hair. It's growing too long already.
okay. Oh yeah, yeah, it's good. Oh man, you're borderline bald right now. All right.
Yeah, the Mr. Cleaning it, bro.
That's right. That's right. Oh yeah, where can the fans find your social media, or
Oh,
where can the
thank
fans
you.
reach you out,
So, um,
reach out to you?
you can find me on X or Twitter, Bard of Art, BARDOFART. I think it's the same thing on TikTok, um, and also on YouTube. For the YouTube, I also have a science channel called Energy Eve. You could peep me on there. Um, I think that's all my social medias. I just started up in social media again. I used to have Facebook. I haven't touched Facebook in a while, so I don't know if I'll hop back on that.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time, uh, Everardo. Uh,
All right,
can you sign us
definitely.
out for us?
Yeah, what's Primation Nation all the way, baby. Love y'all. I don't even know what our
Hey.
tag is, bro. Take care, Primo.
Yeah. Take care. Love you.
Bye.